Where it goes, nobody knows. Seek and ye shall find. There's been no activity whatsoever upstairs in the rat house from hell, but I think I know exactly what's happened here. There's two things going on. There's all this here, which obviously is a potential food source. It's absolutely disgusting, isn't it? But if you follow me around here, Rick, I'll tell you what I think's also happened. I think some has been putting rodenticide down. In other words, poisons. You know why they shouldn't have been doing that? And it should all be done with traps at this point in the game? Because the rats are coming up and out of here and they're going to that food source. They're not going in there to our traps. The rats that had eaten and ingested the rodenticide poison, they were coming out here. Now let's have a look what's out here, Rick. Let's have a look what's out here. Trees. What lives in trees? Owls live in trees. Foxes live down here. Badgers live down here. What's a really easy target for all those animals? Birds of prey, owls, badgers, foxes. A half-dead rat. That's what's an easy target for them. So they're going to be coming down here, picking them off as they went back and forth to that rubbish pile. This infuriates me. You shouldn't be using rodenticide. You shouldn't be using it. How many owls are dead now? How many badgers are dead? You know, these are protected species that we're talking about. And it makes our job a bloody nightmare. But we'll get there. I think the next thing for us to do, Rick, is try and find some manholes so we can get on and do a survey. Maybe when we come back next week, there'll be loads of activity inside once the food source has gone. But I've just got this horrible feeling that someone has been putting loads of poison down. Like a lot of people put poison down. If you read the back of it, and the label is the law, read that label, okay? It'll tell you whether it can be used outside. And the day that they take rodenticides off unscrupulous pest controllers and they take it off the general public will be a great day for the environment and all the animals that live in that here said environment. Please, when you're using rodenticide, think twice about it. Ask a professional what should be done. And if you get a professional that comes out and it's mice or rats and they say, we're going to put some poison down, get rid of them. You're going to be inadvertently killing loads and loads of wildlife. So please don't use rodenticides unless there's no other option. Let's find them manholes. I think what we're going to do while we're here, we'll start the process. We found one manhole around the back. I think there might be another one underneath all that rubbish. I'll go and get the camera, Rick, and we'll pop that up and we'll have a quick, do a quick survey and see what we can come up with. Okay, let's go and get this manhole up then, Rick.
I'm going to see the Peaky Blinders back here.
No fighting. Nothing fighting.
They've recorded a new series, aren't they? Round the corner.
They should just come here if they want to see the squalor of the Victorian era. Because it's still like that here in, where are we?
Walsall.
Walsall, beautiful Walsall. Just about part of the Black Country, isn't it? This ain't really the one that we want, is it? See, this all looks like new stuff. This ain't the original stuff. It's I think it's that, whatever's connected to all that down there. I don't believe that this is anything to do with the problem, because I've gone down this pipe here and have a look. And what we see in here is loads of spider webs. So if you think about it, if rats was using that, there'd be no spider webs.
Someone just popped round the corner asking me, is the rats round here?
That's probably the person who's putting poison down for the rats. Is it in it? You know what I mean? Because people are always inquiring all of a sudden, and they've never got rats when you ask them.
That's a manhole. There's literally a manhole under that building then.
It must be.
It must be literally...
Ah! Seek and ye shall find. I literally sat on
I know
it.
what they've done. That's the original manhole.
That's the one we want though, isn't it?
Probably put in 200 years ago. What's that yellow stuff?
I have no idea.
Is it a fungus? Oh, it's not that one that turns you into a zombie.
I don't know. I won't mind that today. Bit of zombie. I could get some sleep then. Here we are then, Rick. Let's have a look down this. I'm going to go down this one here first. Massive big gaping hole right there, look. Right there. So that's got a problem on that pipe. I don't really need to go along it much. Oh, look at all the soil. Yeah. And then where does that actually go? I bet this used to be an old toilet. So there's definitely something happening from here. Could have been an old toilet. Let's have a look down this one. Ah, again, soil. So you see soil in there. Well, how did the soil get in? If you're not eating soil and pooing it out, and there's another massive big gap around the side of that one, right there, right there. So that's just off this one manhole. There's a bit of pipe or something that shouldn't be there, and there's our old favourite.
A bit of insulation in the end.
Bit of insulation, that'll stop the rats getting out, won't it? We can just about see them. I can't quite get the camera to where we want it to be, but that there is some insulation. Yeah, to block the hole, to stop the rats getting out. But the thing is, this isn't connected to that other manhole so far. This one's got issues as well. There you go, another pipe, part of the pipes. More soil, more soil. Soil's building up, getting thicker. That means we're getting closer to a break.
Crikey. What's that? Is that an old rod?
That's an old rod, a corroded rod. We've seen that on another video, haven't we?
Is that the rat-free guarantee in Worcester?
Yes, one of our rat-free lifetime guarantee videos where we go out and we solve rat problems that sometimes have been going on for 10 years. We go out and we sort it out in a few visits. And we saw this on one of those, and that's why we kind of know what that is. That's the end of a drain rod that's been stuck down there years ago, and it's all corroded on the end. That's my guess anyway. Looks very similar. So we can't even get past that one. Let's see where this goes. It's going deep, it's going very deep. Rubble.
It's got to be one of them there. Where's that going now? Through the middle?
Through the middle. Look at all the detritus that was building up. What we might have to do is put some dye down the toilets.
Let's see where they're coming
Oh,
from.
back out of it, look. Loads more soil. Loads more soil. 12 metres. You've got to stay fit in this day and age. Where does it go? Is the question. Bit of pipe almost there.
Yeah, it is. Look, there's an old, if you come back, I've just seen it then because the camera got cleaned. Oh, it's dirty again. You'd have to take my word for it. There's a pipe on the right there coming in here, and it must be redundant because there's all clay that has been seeping out of it, which is
This is a major problem, isn't it? And now, thanks to our friends, this has all been cleared away. You can see all the rat holes going, because this was apparently full of rubbish at some point as well. You could see like there's rat holes going underneath. And look, they've even got a rat hole right here, directly into where their food source was. But we got a problem, Rick. We got a big problem. You know what the big problem is, Rick?
no manhole.
There's no bloody manhole, is there? No bloody manhole. You know what I'm going to try and do? So we lifted this board up. I mean, look at this. Surprised the whole bloody place hasn't collapsed.
Rat hole galore.
Look at this. Look how thin it is. You hear it? This is on nothing.
That's just been poured over the top of the soil, that has.
And then the rats have burrowed out through it, and then they've got inside. What I'm going to do is I've took this gully pot out. I'm going to try and see what we can see in there, Rick. All fun. This fix is kind of not a problem. We can do that. These are pretty much old disused pipes. We don't know who's going to move in the future. They might put a new toilet in here. Who knows? That ambulance noise tells us who put all the poison down. Just there is a hospital, and we've just had a walk round there, and good old friends, there's bait stations everywhere around there. Bait stations galore. They'll all be full of poison, and what they've done is they've poisoned all the rats. But you know what they haven't done? They haven't got to the root cause, have they? Because the rats was coming out of the sewers. But they've killed all the rats now, or thought they have. Owls have ate them, badgers have ate them, foxes have ate them. Now they've killed those as well. And the problem's just going to come back. It's going to come back because we can see where the rats are coming from. When we went down this way, the pipe seems to go this way, and you can see there's bits dropping down, look, everywhere, and it seems to all be joined to this old pipe work here. We couldn't get the camera any further because it was so full of rubbish, basically gravel and poo and all sorts. So what we're going to have to do, Ricky, is we're going to take some more of this up when we get the go ahead. We can already see there's a big massive gap around that pipe there, look. What we're going to do is we're going to break into one of these pipes, put the camera on another survey down there, jet it out from here as well as much as we can. Where it goes, nobody knows. Right, let's lock up and wait till we get the go ahead.